is WHIO.
All right, it's time.
Can we get the show on the road?
I've been waiting for it all day.
And not a moment too soon.
Listen to talk radio.
This guy, Todd.
Monday through Friday.
5 to 7.
He's weird.
Best thing on the radio!
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
And laugh, and then boom, you're naked.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream up and rolling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok tonight. It is Wing It Wednesday, and coming up just after 6:30, we have Pastor Doug Wampler. He's from Engage City Church, and they have a bunch of Easter festivities going on this weekend, as you can well imagine. It's a resurrection weekend. Anyway, he's going to be here talking about Easter egg hunts and all the good stuff going on at their church this weekend. So that will be exciting. We also have Blink 182 tickets. And I was just talking to my producer, Sierra, before the show started, and I said, there's a very good chance, an excellent chance that I may do this very, very soon in the show. Very, very early. Like probably before 5:20. Because I just want to get it over with. They're going to be playing down at Riverbend Music Center. And last night, I nearly forgot. I got to the very end of the show, and Ian, my producer, was like, hey, you got the ticket? I'm like, oh my God, I forgot. So we're going to do it relatively here shortly. Also, we have a current events quiz. We got some food news. We got a damn it dog. And just when you thought there couldn't be any more gas station chains opening up in the Miami Valley, another one has opened up. And I'm not talking about Buc-ee's, which will be here hopefully sometime next year. That's maybe late next year, but we got another one. So we're going to talk about that. Today is National Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day. Now, I was listening to Miami Valley's morning news this morning because I had some very, very early meetings, and I heard them talking about this. And my question is, I know what the deal is. It's kind of a fun thing. And maybe when it first started, and I don't know when National Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day became a thing, but ever since COVID and the pandemic, haven't we seen people just going out in public in their pajamas on a regular basis? I mean, it seems to me like I was driving home last night, and I passed some kids that had left Carroll High School right there on Linden. And one of them was wearing their pajama pants. I know they were pajamas, and they had just left the school. They had their backpack on. They were coming home from school after probably a late night doing something there at the school. But wearing pajamas in public now seems to be a thing. And it's come up on the show before. How it is kind of, I don't know, just sloppy and lazy. But I'm wondering if anybody out there in the workforce witness somebody wearing their pajamas to work today. And I'm gonna take a guess. If you did, give me a call, 937-457-1290, and I'm going to attempt to guess the generation or the age of the person who showed up to work in pajamas. Because honestly, I think it's only one of two generations. I don't think any boomers showed up in their PJs. I don't think any Gen Xers did. Maybe a millennial, maybe, but I'm not sure. Hippie, what are you looking at? Did somebody come on in here? Hippie, our assistant program director who keeps all the trains running on time. He heard me talking pajamas at work, and then he looked in here and like, yeah, I got something to say.
So my son, Jamie, he actually goes to Mad River Middle.
Right.
The middle school all year long, every Friday is pajama day for the entire school.
Every Friday?
Every Friday, the entire year, he walks out the door in
every
full-fledged
Friday.
kids. Yes.
Now, see, I remember when I was in school that they would have a pajama day, like one day a year. They'd have Crazy Hat Day. They'd have Inside Out Day, or
Like a Spirit Week.
Wear the wrong shoes day, that kind of thing, or wear your teddy. No, they didn't have that. But the pajama thing now is every Friday.
It has been for 2 years now. He's worn pajamas every Friday for 7th and 8th grade.
Okay, so here's a question: Does Jamie have home PJs and school PJs?
He does not wear PJs at home. He'll sleep like in basketball shorts and a t-shirt, like most grown men do. But
he saves the PJs for school.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We buy them specifically for school.
Man, oh man. And I would imagine there's probably some sort of requirements, like the pajamas have to be sewn up in the front, right? Correct. You can't have that little what do you call that? Little window in the front.
The window has to be closed.
The window has to be closed. It probably can't have anything on it that's objectionable or anything like that.
And they have so many different styles now of pajamas.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah, he has a different pair of pajamas like every day of the month.
So are they like character pajamas, like Pokemon, or maybe not that?
He has
but I mean,
flaming hot Cheeto pajamas.
Oh, now see, you got to get him some Cheez-It pajamas.
Do they make those?
Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Yeah. Now, so you say he doesn't wear pajamas at work or at school or at home. Let me get that straight.
Home, just basketball shorts and t-shirt at home.
So one of the things that I heard Larry talking about this morning was that, and this was some sort of survey about pajamas at work, that, or just pajamas in general, that men wear pajamas for 13 days before washing them. So that's almost 2 weeks. Now, I don't wear pajamas. I just wear boxers. That's what I wear. That's what I'm comfortable in. Who do you think washes their pajamas more often, men or women?
Women, definitely.
No.
No?
Women wear their pajamas for 17 days before washing them, you gross, disgusting human beings.
My wife won't even wear them a second day. I mean, they're in the laundry right after
really?
After she wakes up. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Now, not to get too personal, does she sweat a lot at night? No. Because that could be a thing.
But she also won't reuse a towel either. Like after the shower, I could hang my towel up and use it the next day.
Oh my God.
It's not that bad. It'll dry. It air dries. She will not. It's
no, let me ask you.
I got to throw it right into the hamper.
Okay.
I've already used it.
Who does laundry?
She does her laundry and the kids' laundry. I do my own laundry.
Now, see, that's how it is in my house. I do mine. Mary does her own, and that's fine. If she wants to have dirty towels piled up that she's used once, or pajamas that she's worn one time and she has to wash them, fine. Yeah. That's your problem, right? That's your problem. Now, I
always had a fear that she would screw my laundry up. So it's like, nope, I got to hang up my shirts. I don't want them in the dryer. I'm very picky.
Well, that was my wife's concern.
I don't want pink socks, guys.
That was my wife's concern originally when we got married. And that's why she does her own laundry now, because in fact, she did end up with some whites that were rather colorful, and it was my fault.
Oh,
it was my fault. So yeah. Okay.
Has nobody taught you how to do laundry, Todd?
No. At this point I did. No, it was a mistake. I know you separate the colors, right? But it was a mistake. It was an accident. Something got snuck in there. I didn't see it. And there you go. That's what happened. The white t-shirts and white underwear turned like a purple. I thought they were fashionable looking.
You could have worn them for Easter.
I could have worn them here to work today. For wear your pajamas to work day. Now, you've got a bunch of people that work for you. Did anybody show up today in pajamas?
No, I've never had an employee show up with wearing pajamas.
Are you sure?
I am 100% sure.
Okay, because I can think of a few that I feel like maybe I thought they were wearing their pajamas.
I mean, you can mistake leggings for pajamas and stuff like that.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Sierra, my producer, hop on here real quick. Do you go out in your pajamas at all?
Only when I have to. I've been definitely to Walmart in pajama pants.
Really?
Yeah, just running errands, when I'm going to be out for a short amount of time, or
okay.
I know no one's going to see me.
You don't hope that anybody's going to see you.
No. When I know no one's going to see me.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
I have done it before though.
All right. Yeah. Well, stop doing that.
Yeah.
For crying out loud. Yeah. So that's happening today. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Every Friday. Now, Do the teachers also wear the pajamas, or is it just the students?
Jamie has never said one way or another.
Oh, you got to ask
that would be
him.
Fun.
You got to ask him. Are the teachers wearing their PJs? You know, like little satin silk. Okay, now this is going.
I would have matchbooks as a teacher or something on my pajamas. I'd have some kind of school-related pajamas to make it fun.
Oh yeah. That would be cool. All right. Well, thank you, Hippie, for swinging by. 937-457-1290. If you have any thoughts on that, I really would like to talk to someone who maybe at work today didn't know that it was this national holiday of wear your pajamas to work, and somebody showed up for their shift or wherever, and there they are. They're wearing their PJs, and what the PJs might have been, I'd like to know. 937-457-1290. Oh my gosh, here it is. I'll be your thrill. Another grow on, another windmill. If you'd like to go see Blink 182, they're going to be at Riverbend Music Center. This being the fifth caller right now at 937-457-1290. And you will be the winner. And here's a little preview of something. Speaking of concert tickets, next week on Miami Valley's Morning News, they're going to have, this is going to be a killer show. And I think it's probably going to end up sold out. But next week, they are going to have tickets to see Stevie Nicks. She's going to be at the Heritage Bank Center in Cincinnati later this fall. And they're going to have tickets all next week on Miami Valley's Morning News.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy, a hero.
Oh, he's a keeper.
It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize. You'll see. He'll grow on you.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Excuse me, all of a sudden my nose is running. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? Hello, folks on TikTok. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Hey, Martha, how are you? Thanks for checking us out. Baltazar, hey, Baltazar. Hey, Wayne, how you doing? Silent Squirrel is joined. Hey, Silent Squirrel. Hey, Peggy. Yeah, a lot of people checking out the show tonight. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, let's see. What do we got here? What? That's weird. Oh, I got to edit something real quick. All right. Yeah, I think wear your PJs to work day probably used to be a big deal, but now it's like you see people wearing their pajamas all the time. Yes. Yes. Yeah. 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 Hey, Heather, how you doing? Dun, dun, dun. If I stay in my pajamas all day, I get lazy. I have to get dressed. Yeah, that's the way I am, J-Man.
California is suing over the president's tariffs. We'll have the latest at 5:30 now. Back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
This guy was smart, sophisticated, professional. I mean, really, really great.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. So here's a question. Who is your favorite game show host of all time? Of all time, who is your game show host that you loved the most? One of my top, I would say he's probably up there with Bob Barker, in my view. Wink Martindale passed away at the age of 91 yesterday. He was on Tic-Tac-Dough, which I loved, High Rollers, and Gambit. And, Wink started out as a radio DJ, and he was one of the first people to introduce and interview Elvis Presley. And I found this clip of the late, great Wink Martindale. This is from an episode. And this happens. You hear me mispronounce words all the time, right? Sure. Yeah. It's a hazard.
Animal songs for $300 to the pot. According to the lyrics of this 1967 hit song by a famous singing duo, orangutans are skeptical.
Orangutans, Wink.
Oh.
Orangutans.
Did I say orange? I didn't. No, I didn't. I did not say that. I'm going to start all over.
Yeah,
I usually read these over before we start the show. According to the lyrics of this 1967 hit song by a famous singing duo, orangutans are skeptical, giraffes are insincere, and elephants are kindly, but they're dumb. First, name the song, and then name the duo who sang it. Dorothy, name the song.
I don't believe I know the song.
It's At the Zoo,
Yes.
and the duo who sang it, Simon and Garfunkel.
Well, there you go. That's Wink Martindale. Yeah, he was legendary when I was a kid. I remember watching Wink, and I also loved his name. It's such a great name, Wink Martindale. It sounds like a radio name or a game show name for sure. People were on the live stream. They're mentioning, Bob Barker, classic, Alex Trebek. Hugh Downs. Hugh Downs. Hugh Downs used to work in Dayton. if I'm not mistaken. Didn't he work here or somewhere in Dayton? I thought so. Hugh Downs. Somebody probably knows the answer to that. I feel like or maybe it was Hugh Downs who hired Lou M. or something. There's some story like that.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
No trash cam tonight. We got a guest coming in, so you'll just have to take my word for it. That went in. Comes number 2. Oh, no, it landed on the filing cabinet. So 1 for 1. Hey, Joel, how you doing? Bob Eubanks. I liked Bob Eubanks. I liked him on the Newlywed Game. You know, when we did the contest on for Blink 182 a little while ago, I had somebody call me on my office number. Listen to this message I got. This is I don't think I've ever had that happen.
I want to be number 5. I want to be number 5.
I don't know who it was. I mean, I don't recognize the name. It pops up because it's like caller ID, but yeah, I have no idea who that was. But why they would call my office number, I don't know. Harvey, that is a great question. Leslie trying to sneak through. All right. Jock Woolery. Yeah, he was a good one. Yeah, Pat Sajak. A lot of good ones. But I just loved Wink Martindale, and I loved his name. Wink Martindale. I'm Wink Martindale. Yes. Oh, man, this is awesome. I got to share this here.
Now, back to America's most powerful talk lineup. This is WHIO.
And now, with your permission, I'm going to do my stuff.
Could this day get any more fantastic?
Let's get on with it.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. We have a current events quiz. If you'd like to win a couple of Evening Edge coolies that will keep your beverage chill this hot summer, be the fifth caller at 937-457-1290. We'll get you on the air. You can take the current events quiz. Also, here shortly, I gotta post this picture. This is great. Edgehead Michael stopped by the station today to pick up his handsome hard hat that he won. And he just sent me a picture. Maybe he sent a little while ago, yeah. He's at a, I guess is this downtown Little Fish Brewery? Is that where that is? Little Fish Brewery. But he sent me this great picture of him sporting the Evening Edge handsome hard hat. And it looks like there's construction going on in the background. I love it. So thank you for that. I'll post it here in a second, and you'll be able to see it. 937-457-1290. Sierra gets a contestant here for current events quiz. I saw this story today, and the question is, were you born in a weird place? The strange circumstance, and boop, there you are, right there. This happened to a family in Britain. It's that old story of wife calls husband, I'm in labor. Husband rushes home. He picks her up. They're rushing to the hospital, and then they don't make it. Well, this happened to, Michael Bremer and his wife, Dinara. They were on their way to the hospital in Aberdeen. Is that's Scotland? Isn't that Scotland? Aberdeen? I think so. Anyway, they didn't quite make it, and their baby ends up born in a grocery parking lot. And dad is the one who delivers the baby with help from the medics. But anyway, the baby, William, was born in the passenger seat of the car. They wrapped little William in a blankie. and kept the engine running to keep him warm. 5 minutes later, an ambulance arrived and took mom and the baby to the hospital. But here, this is kind of cool. They, in turn, for giving birth in the grocery store parking lot, they got a hamper full of baby supplies and treats from the grocery store. So that's kind of cool, right? So I just thought that might be an interesting conversation. Maybe you were born in a strange place. 937-457-1290. All right, we got Zoe in Beaver Creek. Hey, Zoe, how you doing?
Good.
So you're in Beaver Creek. Are you originally from there?
No.
Oh, okay. That's my hometown.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, you want to play the current events quiz?
Yes.
All right, let's get it going.
Oh my God! Listen, everybody! It's the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz.
Pop quiz, hotshot. Can you answer the question? I bet you think you're pretty smart, huh?
Now, here is your host, Todd Hollst.
Sponsored locally by Titan Graphics. Thank you very much, Norm Kelly, official announcer of the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz. Now, Zoe, you are playing for a couple of Evening Edge coolies, okay?
Okay.
And all the questions tonight have to do with breaking the law. All right, I'm going to ask you 3 questions, and I'm going to give you 3 possible answers, Zoe. And do you know how to play?
Yeah.
Every answer is?
C.
C, that's right. On we go. Question number 1. Cops in Oklahoma City arrested a man at a daycare center who they say was threatening to bust in and A, take a nap during nappy time, B, steal playground balls from the kids, or C, expel demons from the kids.
C.
You are correct. Yeah, the kids just look demonic. Though I do have a story of a kid who might have been a little demonic on a plane. The little kid started stabbing people with a metal fork. Okay. Here's question number 2. A Texas man who'd been waiting in line at a movie theater snack bar was arrested after cops say, hey, he began stripping and then climbing into a big bin of popcorn. B, he kept yelling. Hang on, I got to find the clip. He kept yelling,
Chicken jockey!
at employees. And then C, accidentally firing a gun in his pants that grazed his willy.
C.
You are correct. All right, Zoe, can I ask you a question? Zoe?
Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How old are you?
I am 9.
You're 9 years old. Now, are you old enough to be using a coolie? What are you going to put in that coolie?
Give him to Dad.
What did you say?
Probably give him to Dad.
Oh, I thought you said Labatt's. I'm like, okay, good for you, Zoe. All right, here's question number 3 for the big win. Detroit cops arrested a man for stealing a car at gunpoint. The victim told cops the carjacker told him he was stealing the car because A, he was an Uber driver and his car was in the shop. B, he was late for his Applebee's shift and would be fired. Or C, he was doing it for dear old mom.
C.
You got it. Well, congratulations, Zoe. You are the winner of the current events quiz. Hang on the line, Zoe, and we'll get you those coolies for your Labatt's for this summer, okay?
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. I appreciate it. And that, folks, is how you play the current events quiz. We've got some Flying the Unfriendly Skies news here. This is...
Do you know anything about planes?
Story. I better not find out that Zoe's drinking Labatt's. That's all I've got to say. So this story I posted on my Facebook today. It has to do with flying the unfriendly skies. Now, my first reaction when I saw this was this little girl needs something. I mean, she needs a good talking to in this story, but really it's mom. Mom is the one who needs a flogging, I feel. I hate to be so cruel, but so there's video out there of a little girl. She's on a plane. This is a big airline. This is a Qatar. Is it Qatar? It's a 14-hour flight. This kid's on this plane, and she's with her mom, and mom dozes off. She dozes off, and she's sitting in the chair, and she's just sleeping. Meanwhile, the young girl is running up and down the aisle with a fork, a metal fork. Now, I thought metal forks had been banned on planes because, they could be used as weapons. As this young girl found out, she began stabbing people with the metal fork, running up and down the aisle with reckless abandon. And you can see hostesses trying to reach and grab the fork from the kid. Somebody's trying to wake up mom who's snoozing, on this long flight. And of course there are people with their cameras rolling, right? Because everybody wants to get video of this kid trying to stab the other passengers. But at some point, a woman takes off her flip-flop and prepares as though she's going to smack this kid upside the head. Now, I don't think that's appropriate, but I'll tell you what, if I had some little kid coming at me with a fork, I would think about it. I would be like, wait, we got to do something to stop this kid because mom's not doing it, right? She's taking a nap. It's sleepy time for mom. But finally somebody was able to wrangle the kid, wrangle the fork for mom, and rustle mom up from her doze. And I guess the kid was finally taken into custody. No, I don't know if he was taken into custody, but that's what should have happened. But yeah, what a crazy story. What a crazy story. And I got thinking about this. It's like, I don't know that I've seen kids acting out of control. Well, I think we all have, right? We all have, whether it be our own or somebody else, somebody else's kid. But I don't know that I've ever seen video or experienced a child using a utensil to try to attack adults. That has to be a first, I would think, right? It has to be a first. I'm not sure. Maybe you've seen worse. 937-457-1290. We got some food news.
Hey, I'm kind of hungry. Who's got the food?
Well, what's your favorite food?
No, flavor's your food.
This is a lot of food.
Isn't it glorious?
How you get so big that you own a this kind?
This is so scrumptious.
This may be the most important news you hear today. Ron Otto has had a lot of important news and information for you throughout the afternoon and on this show. I've had a couple of stories that really aren't that important, but this might be the most important story that you hear. It has been announced, and they tease this on their social media, that McDonald's is bringing back the snack wrap. But here's the thing. They're keeping it a secret as to when it's going to be released. All we know is that the snack wrap is coming back to McDonald's on the 14th of a month. We don't know which month. We don't know. On their social media, this is what they post: snack wraps 0 times 14 2025. So the speculation out there is that on the 14th of a month, the snack wrap is coming back. And I loved the McDonald's snack wraps. They were tops in my book, and they weren't super expensive, and you could get, a couple for just a few bucks. Now, times have changed. We know everything's more expensive now. So it'll be interesting to see how much a snack wrap will cost. I liked bouncing between the McDonald's and the Taco Bell there on Dayton Xenia and Beaver Creek. You got McDonald's on one side and Taco Bell on the other. And some days I'd get the snack wrap. Other days I'd get the Mexi Melt. And it was a nice mix. And on some days I did both. Yeah. Crazy, I know.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
All right, here we go. That missed. That went in. All right, I got to finish this. Let's see. Do 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 do.
Oh, come on. I'm trying to find something here. Do. Okay, that's posted.
Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
You got to tune in, man. You got to tune in.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. So last night I mentioned that we had a couple of ladies from the Miami Valley who had a very big night on, I think it was Monday night, the WNBA draft. And we had Maddie Westfeld. She's from Fairmont. She was drafted into the NBA or the WNBA. Bree Hall from Wayne was also drafted. And then last night, after I mentioned that, I got a message from Judy, Edgehead Judy, telling me that I had left somebody out. I had excluded someone from my list. And I just, this is the second week in a row where I feel like I have to apologize for.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
So sorry.
I just, man.
That I was such a fool.
Falling short once again. So I left off the list Jordan Hobbs, and Jordan played at Springboro, and she was drafted, I think, 34, the third round. She 34 overall, and she was drafted by the Seattle Storm. So that is pretty darn good. 3 women from right here in Dayton who on one night, their stars shined so bright and were drafted into the WNBA, which is pretty cool because, that's a dream come true. That is a dream come true for a young person, and they've achieved it. That's awesome.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy, a hero.
Oh, he's a keeper.
It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize. You'll see. He'll grow on you.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Actually, those were my headphones. Those are my headphones. This is I've said I'm going deaf. No, you can't, Captain Scurvy. In fact, they have pictures of Captain Scurvy at all of the WNBA arenas. Don't let this man in. So I'll turn it down. Usually I do turn it down, but I needed to hear something. So I was listening. So anyway, we'll live. Man, oh man.
You can trust. Make sure you can stop when you need to the most. Get a little peace of mind by making an appointment today with your trusted brake repair experts at GrismerTire.com.
This is a WHIO Red Alert traffic update.
Well, even though we have excellent driving conditions, it's no fun just sitting on the freeway looking at the car ahead of you. That's what you're going to be doing on northbound 75 as you come into the area of State Route 73. Very slow traffic coming to a stop at times. There's a crash up there somewhere, and it's a growing delay. So I would consider exiting the freeway, using the surface streets. It'll save you at least 15 minutes. I'm Will Harris, WHIO Triple Team Traffic.
Our next scheduled news in less than 15 minutes and immediately when it breaks. I'm Ron Otto, 1290 at 95.7 WHIO, Dayton's News and Talk. Depend on it.
If news breaks, we break in anytime. Now, back to America's most powerful talk lineup. This is WHIO.
And now the moment we've been waiting for is here.
Hey, I'm here for the big show.
This guy, Todd, does he make you laugh?
He's funny.
Yes, amusing sometimes. It's kind of a big show.
Okay, boys, hit it.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Oh, Todd, you got off the couch today. So we're gonna give you just a little bit of praise. A little bit of praise just for you. Well, you actually got off your couch today. You know we gotta give you praise. Sing that name. Sing that name. Oh, Todd, we praise you.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. A little bit later this hour, just after 6:30, it is Wing It Wednesday. And coming in tonight on the show, gentlemen, I've never met him, but he's a pastor. His name is Doug Wampler. He's with Engage City Church. And they have all kinds of Easter activities going on this weekend. And they reached out a while back, said, hey, we'd like to come and talk to you on your show about what's going on for Resurrection Weekend. I doubt that that's what they're calling it, but it's an idea. It's an idea. It's catchy. People would hear that. You could add a lot of echo, reverb, Resurrection Weekend. Yeah, that kind of thing. I bet the people, there for the sermon would love that. Anyway, he's going to be here. Hopefully he'll be here. He may have just heard that and turned around and said, nope, this guy's a little nuts. That ain't going to happen. But anyway, that's happening after 6:30. You just heard the newscast there with Ron, and he mentioned that we have yet another grocery or gasoline. Well, I guess you might as well call them a grocery store chain. I mean, these gas stations, like these Sheets and Casey's, and now there's the Wawa. That's a weird name. Wawa. Opened up in Butler County today, and they broke ground on one in Huber Heights, I guess last spring. And now they're talking about maybe doing one in Fairborn. So let me know if I'm missing any. All right. I'm not going to obviously name every location, but now we've got, because Butler County is part of this area, right? And then we'll have the one in Huber and maybe the one in Fairborn. So we got Wawa. That's one. We got Sheets. We got Casey's. We got Circle K. We got Speedway. And I'm throwing in Love's Travel Stop. Am I missing anything? Am I missing anyone? Any of the big ones? Not like a small little, like there's a Shell station around the corner from my house, and they're great. I mean, I love the people there. I didn't count Buc-ee's yet. Right. People are saying Buc-ee's, Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is not open yet. It will be. It will be eventually, but that's going to be, there's only going to be one Buc-ee's, right? They're not going to put another Buc-ee's somewhere else in Dayton. That is the one Buc-ee's. In fact, I think that's the only Buc-ee's in Ohio. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I believe that's what the story was. So, am I missing any? Am I missing any of these bigger chains where the store is pretty much like a convenience store / restaurant? I remember going in during when we had the big weather power outage during the winter, and we were out of power for like 3 or 4 days. Remember that horrible time? I went there to get Mary and I dinner one night. I mean, and it's like, it's a restaurant. It is a restaurant. You could go there and just, sit down like you're at an Applebee's or a Chili's or someplace like that. Not quite the same, but it's pretty close. And Buc-ee's is that way. Casey's not so much, but all of those places, there's so many of them. There's so many of them, and they're huge. They are huge. Oh, Petro, where's that at? Is there a Petro someplace? I've seen that before, but I don't know if that's, is that like one of the, like a big convenience store and gas station, or I'm not sure. But, we keep getting these. There needs to be some sort of like a food feature where somebody, and it could be me, it's just an idea. I could travel to each of these places and try different foods and rate them. That wouldn't be bad. Okay, there's a Petro near the Indiana border, and it's a truck stop. Yeah. I think it's probably much like Love's Travel Stop. But so we're going to have even more and more of these gigantic grocery store / gas station / restaurant / convenience stores. That's exciting. We got another Damn It Dog.
The Misadventures of Damn It Dog.
Damn it, dog. So this just has to do with lazy dogs. And I don't think our dogs are too lazy. Lily is not lazy. She's the Bichon, which and then Luna is the Multi-Poo. Luna is more lazy, but she's just spoiled. That's all it is. But there's a study out by Pets Radar. This is the 10 laziest dog breeds. And maybe you'll agree with some of these. I'm not sure. I've never owned any of these. Number 10, a Pekingese. Number 9, an English Mastiff. Number 8, a French Bulldog. Number 7, a Great Dane. Really? Great Danes are lazy? I mean, I know they're big. They're huge. Maybe they're just tired. That could be. Number 6, an Irish Wolfhound. Number 5, Chow Chow. Number 6, a St. Bernard. Yeah, I've seen most pictures I see of St. Bernards. They look to be like flopped down on the ground sleeping. Number 3, a Basset Hound. Number 2, a Pug. And number 1, an English Bulldog. That's what they say are the laziest, top laziest dogs. Maybe you have one of those and you can attest to that. 937-457-1290. We got Charlie in Bell Fountain. Hey, Charlie.
Hi, Todd. How are you?
I'm doing good, and my whatever is fine. Thank you.
Yes. Well, you were talking about these super stations, Buc-ee's and everything.
Yeah.
I'm old. I'm thinking the old stations. We had one. I don't know how familiar you are with Logan County, Champaign County.
A little, but not as much as like Greene County or Montgomery.
Yeah. Well, this is a little town, Spring Hills, probably 10 miles from Bell Fountain, 8 miles from Urbana.
Right.
And neat little place to grow up. They had the mall way ahead of its time. They had the old store. It was Dorsey's store, and they had everything. A gas pump out front. You went inside. There was the groceries and the food downstairs they had pool, So, and as kids, we could go in there and sneak cigarettes, and they would sell them to us.
Right.
But great, we need to go back in time.
Well, here's the thing, and then I wonder how these types of businesses affect the grocery store chains. I mean, most of the stuff that they sell, you would think is just kind of like, I'll say it, kind of like junk food, chips and cookies and whatever. But I've been in some of these now, and they have a lot more than that. It's just kind of a weird sort of trend. And
fresh produce and stuff. Yeah, you didn't want to buy anything like that at Dorsey's. You didn't want to buy anything in a can that might have been there for a long time.
Right. That's true. That's true. I'm waiting for one of these places to start offering white tablecloth service.
Probably could happen.
I could totally see it. Where are you going to prom, Sheets? I'm taking my date to Sheets.
Now, we had card table service. Well, it was like the old saying, liquor in the front and poker in the rear. Just saying.
All right, Charlie, we got to go. Wow. That's crazy. 937-457-1290. I saw this story. I thought this was kind of funny. So, it's been spring break, and a lot of college students, they flock to Florida. And for a lot of these little towns, many of them appreciate the big boom in business, but others not so much, because it does get a little crazy. I mean, all these drunken kids getting into all kinds of shenanigans. Well, I thought this was funny. The headline was, Panama City Beach is breaking up with spring break. Authorities there say they are calling it quits when it comes to spring break because of the challenges and dangers the city faces. The police chief says every year we try to manage it, and every year it brings more challenges. He posted on Facebook this past weekend, I'm not willing to risk the safety of our city to hold on to something that no longer works. So, yeah, college spring break in Florida has gone way off the deep end, I guess. It says law enforcement officers should not be expected to shoulder the burden of an event that no longer aligns with the values and the vision of the community. Yeah, I mean, you see stories like this all the time. It's just out of control. And it seems like I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I know I sound like an old guy when I say stuff like this, but it just seems like the extremes of that kind of behavior is so much further off the chart than when I was a kid, or even in the last 20 or 30 years. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I keep hearing stories that millennials and Gen Z are actually drinking less now than previous generations. Like, they drink less. They're not they're not hitting it as hard as the older generations did when they were younger. So I don't know, but Panama City Beach, take that off your spring break travel plan.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
All right, I got to go get my guest. I will be back.
rules. Exclusions apply.
Another area restaurant closes its doors. We'll have latest at 6:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
Well, he has quite the reputation.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok coming up. It's Wing It Wednesday. And we've got Pastor Doug Wampler from the Engaged City Church in Huber Heights. He's going to be on just after 6:35. And he's already in the studio. And he promised me, he didn't really promise me, I cannot tell a lie, that he was going to use Resurrection Weekend. Maybe this Sunday. No, he didn't say that. But I'm thinking you should think about it. On Monday's show, I posted this last night on my Facebook, and this is very exciting. So yesterday, I got a text from a number that I didn't recognize and said, hey, I'm going to be in town on Monday. No pressure, but if you want me to come on the show, I will. And I thought, well, who's this? What is going on? So I did a quick search, and I discovered who it was. It's none other than Dante Jones, former meteorologist here at Channel 7. Very, very popular. Used to be on the show all the time. He's a great guy. He's funny, great personality. He's coming to Dayton to do some stuff with Channel 7, I guess. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's going to be here, and he said he'd be on the show. So he was always very popular when he was on. So make plans. Monday, he's going to be here. Also, coming up on Wednesday, May 7th, I'm going to be out at the BW3 in Xenia. This is with Harley Davidson of Xenia. It's their first of many Wednesday night bike nights, and they're going to be raising funds for Dayton Children's Hospital and the K99.1 FM Radiothon. And of course, K99.1 FM is our sister station. They're just down the hallway. They've been doing Radiothon now for, 20, 30 years, something like that. They've raised millions of dollars. But we're going to hop on board with that. So make plans. This is going to be an Evening Edge happy hour. It's the first one of the year on Wednesday, May 7th at the BW3 in Xenia. That's located on Hospitality Drive. And you'll find it. It's a fairly new building. It's located between the Walmart and Lowe's there in Xenia. So we'll see you there for that. Coming up, it's Wing It Wednesday.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy, a hero.
Oh, he's a keeper.
It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize. You'll see. He'll grow on you.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO. WHIO.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to turn on the camera here. And yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, cool. And then get our names on there. Display names. There we go. All right. Cool. So it'll be just a couple of minutes.
What's that?
It'll just be a couple of minutes. Yeah.
When did you start here? Because I used to work here. Like,
Oh, did you really? When'd you?
2004, 2005. I was like overnight board op, and then.
Oh, okay. Well, I first worked at at WHIO Radio in 1993, and I worked there until fall of '96. And then I went to work at the Edge alternative rock station. I did the morning show there for a number of years. And then in the early 2000s, I ended up at Channel 7. Then I left in 2007 and then came back here in 2017 to just do like weekends and on actually the Eagle, which is the 80 station. And then I'd always wanted to do talk radio. That's what I did before when I was at HIO. So they gave me a Sunday show and I was on from 7 to 9 for like a year and then kept moving up. They kept, and then it was like 6 to 8 and then 5 to 7 or whatever on Sundays though.
Yeah. Wasn't it like syndicated for a little bit?
It did. It was. So what happened was I was doing that. And then during COVID, they had me do a COVID show where it was like they interrupted Hannity. And I just did COVID talk for like 4 months, but I did it in a way that they found it somewhat palatable and entertaining, given the topic. So in September of 20, I started doing my evening show. And again, it started like 7 to 9, and then it was 6 to 8, and now I'm 5 to 7. But yeah, for a year, my show was on all the other Cox radio stations. My Sunday night, I would do my week show Monday through Friday, and then I'd come in on Sunday nights and do another show. And I could have kept doing it, but I was tired of working 6 days a week, really 7 days a week, because on Saturday I'd be thinking about Sunday night. So I just, I did it for a year and it was fun. And I got to be on WSB in Atlanta, which was, kind of cool, but so now I'm just happy doing this. I grew up in Dayton, so being on WHIO, the station I grew up listening to with my parents, it's pretty cool.
You have any kids or anything?
I have a 28-year-old. Yeah, from my first marriage, but my second wife, we married in 2012. We don't have children. It's just us. We live in right on the line of Riverside and Beaver Creek. Yeah. A lot of folks in that neighborhood have kids that go to Carroll and St. Helens right over there. All right, here we go. Got about 30 seconds. All right.
Now, back to America's most powerful talk lineup. This is WHIO.
Don't hesitate to call.
You call me. You better call me.
Damn it, get me a phone.
Call me on my radio.
I'm gonna call you.
You got him on the radio?
You won't make a simple phone call?
What is wrong with you?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Just kind of wing it and see where the moment takes us.
Yeah, I think we should probably just wing it.
If you go in there, you're going to have to wing it.
Sometimes you just gotta wing it, right?
Or we could just wing it.
Go ahead and wing it. So we're just going to wing it?
I think I'm just going to wing it.
Wing it.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream, rolling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. And it is Wing It Wednesday. This is an opportunity for a local nonprofit or local organization to come in and get all over the WHIO airwaves, talk about what they do, their mission, upcoming events, whatever it might be. And all I ask is they bring some chicken wings. That's it. It's a very simple barter exchange here. You know, you get free airtime, I get chicken wings. Joining us tonight is Pastor Doug Wampler. He's from Engage City Church. They're located in Huber Heights. And Doug, thank you for being on the show tonight. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us, man. Honored to be here.
Well, it's my pleasure. Now, have you heard of the show before you came in? You decided to come on? Because Brian, who's also here, he's running camera. He's the one who reached out to me, and I just learned he used to work here a long time ago. So that's kind of cool. But did you know anything about me?
I did. Believe it or not, I love talk radio. I'm my kids, when they ride with me in the car, I'm kind of a drag because I love listening to talk radio.
Okay, all right.
So I haven't caught a lot of your show, but I've caught some of your show. So
well, now you're going to have to listen every night.
I'm hooked.
You're going to have to. You're going to have to. Well, of course, it's Easter weekend, and we've been talking about Resurrection Weekend. I love it. I think I'm running this into the ground a little bit, but it is Easter, and you have all kinds of activities and services, all kinds of stuff going on. Before we get to all that, because I know that's what you're here for, I want to talk about you, and I want to talk about your church a little bit. So, are you from here? Were you raised here, or what? How did you end up in Dayton, or what's your story?
Yeah, actually, I grew up in Huber Heights, born and raised.
Okay,
and
you're a local guy. That's cool.
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
cool.
sir. So I've been in ministry now for about 22 years, and had some of that in Youngstown and out in Lebanon. And then we started the church from the ground up a little over 8 years ago now.
Okay, wow. So when you started, like, how many people did you have, parishioners going?
So we probably had about 25 of us. We were meeting in a YMCA room, just kind of brainstorming how we could engage our city.
Yeah.
And so that all started back in 2016. And so that was, I believe that was maybe June of that year.
Okay.
And so we started in September of that year, and now here we are.
Cool. So where's your church located? You said it's not far from Cloud Park. I know that park pretty well. I used to play soccer out there a lot during the Warrior soccer tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're at 5310 Packard in Huber Heights. We're right off Kittredge. So,
okay.
So we're not far from Cloud Park at all, and from the main strip. So,
all right. So what else do we need to know? What kind of things do you have going on at your church besides all your Easter services and egg hunt and all that? What's going on?
Yeah, so I think one of the big kind of our niche that we have found with really serving our community is through sports. Sports is a big thing for us.
Yeah.
So we do sports clinics. A lot of churches over the summertime will do vacation Bible schools, which are great. And we decided we wanted to engage a whole different crowd. So we do a lot through sports training, whether it's football, basketball. We also have dance that we offer for the ladies, and if guys want to dance too,
sure,
that's fine.
Yeah.
But sports is a big thing that we really do to really engage our community. And so those are some of the big things that we try to focus on that way.
So you just have training, or do you have leagues that you run, or what? How does that work? Because I know there's like a church in Beaver Creek that I drive by quite a bit, and in the summer and early fall months they have flag football.
Okay.
Right out,
Yeah.
right in the front of the church.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of cool.
No, that's awesome. No,
Yeah.
for us, we would love to be able to, in the near future, have a full gymnasium. So we utilize our auditorium. We have basketball hoops in there.
Okay.
So we use that throughout the week to train kids. We don't have any formal leagues that we are in.
Okay. But it's a start, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I believe, man, we can use sports to build relationships with people. And what God does with that, man, that's up to him. So
I used to play on a church basketball team, and it was probably one of the most competitive leagues It was a little nuts.
Yeah.
Given it was a church league, I mean, these guys were out for blood.
Yeah, we some of the leagues we play in, we have some guys that get pretty worked up. Some would say that I do, but since I've grown up a little bit, I try to stay a little bit tame. But I'm
well, I mean, you're the pastor. You gotta keep an evil head.
Yes.
You gotta keep things level. You gotta keep it under control.
I'm reminded of that constantly, and so I always know I set the tone for the guys on the team that we coach, and so I have to be very careful with what I say.
Sure, I got you. So let's talk about this weekend. You've got, of course, it's Easter weekend. What sort of activities do you have planned now? You were kind of telling me before we went on the air about your egg hunt. It's not a traditional egg hunt, like it's outside and all that. You don't do that, right?
Yeah. Well, number one, you can't trust the weather in this area.
Well, that's true.
So we found that out in years past. We used to do some of our big egg hunts on the Wayne High School football field. And so when we first started the church to try to stand out, I read a book called The Purple Cow. And it talked about not just doing everything the same way everybody else does. If you see a purple cow out in the field when you're driving, you're probably going to stop and take a selfie. You know what I mean? But if you see a black and white cow, you're just going to keep driving. So anything we do, we always try to, see if we can do it just a little bit different. And so when we first started the church, we purchased 100,000 eggs pre-stuffed. And we bought it. There was an organization down south, can't think of the name off the top of my head, but they had special needs adults that stuffed these eggs, and we spent probably over $20,000 on it. But the goal was to get the eggs back so then that our people could stuff them every single year. So kind of pays for itself.
How many eggs did you say?
Again, 100,000.
100,000 eggs.
Yes, on the football field at Wayne High School. And again, people say, hey, 10,000, 50,000. I knew we had to go big or go home. So we did 100,000 eggs. And when that UPS shipment got dropped off, it was there's a lot of boxes in front of my house. We'll say that.
Yeah. Did you use all 100,000 eggs at the same time?
Yeah, so when we did it on the football field, we actually...
Well, I mean, you've got the room, but holy cow, that's a lot of eggs.
It was very, very chaotic. We will say that. Well, because again, we knew people were coming for eggs, right? And we had to make sure that they walked away overloaded, like bad.
Sure.
If they walked away with a few eggs, this day and age, we get a bad review on social media, right?
Oh, my God.
You know how that would work.
Can you imagine? Well, that happened a couple of years ago. It was somewhere, I forget, I think it was the Green. There was some sort of egg hunt over there, and it was just pandemonium, and boy, oh boy, they caught some grief.
Yeah,
so I get it
100%. Oh yeah. So we decided now, so we had most people return their eggs, so we use those eggs every year, and so now that we're in our building, we actually even did this when we were still meeting at Wayne High School on the weekends. We took the gymnasium, we flipped it and black lighted it out, neoned it out and everything. And now we do the same exact thing in our church auditorium. And so we break it down, into age groups. So that way it's not chaotic.
Well, that's the thing, those poor little kids getting trampled.
Yes.
I mean, you can't be doing that. That's a good idea to kind of break it up.
We don't want to be sued,
Yeah.
So,
so that when is that? When's the egg hunt?
Yeah. So the egg hunts are it's taking place this Friday evening at our church, and so we've got a lot of the tickets are almost gone or they are gone, but because you had us in, we have a special promo code. If they go on our website, engageourcity.com, and they type in the Edge, when they click on the link to register, it will unlock some tickets.
Ooh.
And but they have to type in the Edge because we want to see if this is really working or not, right?
Right.
So just Edge.
Oh, just Edge.
Just the word Edge. But you know what that represents. And so because you had us in here, Todd, we were able to put that together. And again, we're also doing a special needs egg hunt for families that have children with special needs. Yeah. That's at 6:15. And so we want to provide a safe environment, atmosphere for those families to be able to have a memorable moment together.
So that's happening on Friday night.
And
then the next event that you have going, is it Saturday? Are you doing stuff on Saturday?
No. So we go right into our
Sunday.
Yeah, we'll do all of our hunts on Friday evening, and so we kind of wham bam, thank you, sir.
Yeah,
our team does a great job with getting everything flipped back, getting ready for the next hunt, getting tickets checked, and so then we also have one for the adults. Now we charge the adults $20 a ticket because we give out over $1,000 in cash. We split these in the eggs. Yeah, so
you put money in the eggs.
Yes, and that's for all the hunts as well. So we'll be giving away over $2,000 in cash and prizes throughout all of our hunts.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because it's different and it's easy too, right? So we put the money in the egg, because otherwise, if we try to have them come up and claim a prize, we've had people in the past try to make their own little, coin to redeem.
Bill,
it.
wait a second. Adults were cheating at an Easter egg hunt at a church.
Go figure, right? Go figure.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah. So we loaded up with cash and throughout all of the hunts and prizes. And so then the adult, when they buy their tickets, it helps us, pay for all the other hunts that we give away, the eggs, the cash. For. So,
well, that's cool. So what's the website one more time so people can go to it?
It's engageourcity.com.
Okay.
And they can find all the details there. Links will pop up. Also, we're on social media if you look up Engage City Church as well.
And you can, if you're interested and you want to get tickets, you want to take your kids out, just type in Edge, and it's a little promo code.
Yep.
And you can get the tickets.
Yep. And they better go. Tickets are almost gone for all of them. So
now, is there a cost for the tickets for the kids?
No, kids are absolutely free.
Oh, kids are free. Okay.
In years past, like I said, we would have way too many people show up.
Right.
And so,
well, you have to 100%. I get that.
So we keep we have a certain number per all of the hunts for the kids, and
right.
So we have that set up that way.
Okay, so let's talk about Sunday then. What are we looking at on Sunday?
Yes, sir. So we have two worship gatherings that we offer at 9:07 and 11:07. And so people always ask why the 07, right? Most are at 11 o'clock.
Right.
And what I found is most people show up to church like 10 to 15 minutes late. And so, most people think.
So you're working in that. Keep talking. This computer froze up.
Oh no, you're good. So most of the time, people show up, 10 or 15 minutes late. So we figure if we start at 11:07, and most people think it's 11, they might actually show up almost on time and not miss out on the things that go on at the beginning of the worship gathering. And so we have two, like I said, two worship gatherings, 9:07 a.m. and 11:07. We have kids ministry for 0 to 5th grade. And so we've got all that in place, and it'll be offered in both those worship gatherings.
Okay. And then I'm sure that schedule is available on engagecitychurch.org.
Yep.
Is it
.com?
.com? Okay. Okay. Very cool. All right. So you guys brought some chicken wings.
Yep.
You brought 2 bags. Now, what are we talking here? This is from Lee's, which I absolutely love.
Lee's chicken. Yep.
Yeah. So you said somebody that from Lee's goes to your church?
Yeah. Chuck Duran. Man, great guy. When I told him what we were doing, he said he would have it taken care of. So I don't know exactly what might be in, all of the boxes there. And since there's 3 meals, he said you can hook up whoever you want in the studio. So if you have a favorite in here,
Well, they're all my favorites.
Absolutely.
All of them are my favorites. My goodness gracious. Yeah, they look like yummy chicken dinners, the whole deal.
Yeah.
Sierra, chicken. Is Parker still here?
If not,
I think
he's coming back,
All right. Well, hang on. We'll be right back. We'll recap everything we talked about and hit the website one more time. And this is, of course, Wing It Wednesday on the Evening Edge.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy, a hero.
Oh, he's a keeper.
It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize. You'll see. He'll grow on you.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Now from the WHIO News Center, here are the 3 big things you need to know. Some elective surgeries will be rescheduled at Premier Health after an anesthesia contractor ceases operations. Temperatures around the Miami Valley will rise into the 70s by Friday. And federal sentencing for a local doctor is now in a 2-week delay. Full details on these stories and more next scheduled newscast coming up at 7 o'clock. I'm Ron Otto. WHIO Continuing News.
This traffic report is sponsored by Grismer Tire and Auto Service. Refresh your ride with brand new tires at unbeatable prices. Plus, buy 4 new tires and get 4 free oil changes, an additional $300 value. Make an appointment today at GrismerTire.com.
If you were hoping for excellent driving conditions on your way home this afternoon, wish number 1 is granted. However, that's being spoiled by a couple of slow spots. I-75 northbound is State Route 73. Very slow traffic coming to a stop at times with a crash. It's a growing delay, so I would consider exiting the freeway using the surface streets. It'll save you probably about 15 minutes. We have another
Pleasant Hill. All news, all the time.
Temperatures set to rise to end the work week. We'll have the latest at 7. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Something told me to turn on the radio.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Just kind of wing it and see where the moment takes us.
Yeah, I think we should probably just wing it.
If you go in there, you're going to have to wing it.
Sometimes you just got to wing it, right?
Or we could just wing it.
Go ahead and wing it. So we're just going to wing it?
I think I'm just going to wing it.
Wing it.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. It is Wing It Wednesday. I'm here with Pastor Doug Wampler from Engage City Church in Huber Heights. They've got their big Easter celebration going on this weekend, Friday night. A big egg hunt indoors at their church. And then on Sunday, of course, they've got services throughout the morning, early afternoon, that kind of deal, right, Doug?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sunday, 9:07 and 11:07.
There you go. There you go. So one more time with the website, if they want to get tickets for the kids,
Yep.
egg hunt on Friday night.
It is engageourcity.com, and they'll see everything pop up there as soon as they go on there. Click on the link for Easter, and
it's free. You just need a ticket to get in.
Yeah, yep, it's free. It just helps us be able to know who's coming, and also, every we've had adults in the past try to come in without a ticket and leave without a kid. And it's like, what are you doing here? You're gone.
Weirdo.
So got to have it. Yeah, exactly, right. So you got to have that ticket, and also the adult tickets are available online as well there. And so remember, they got to type in EDGE in the promo code to unlock more tickets.
Yeah, because like you said, they're running low, but you made some available for edge heads out there.
Yep. Just because you brought us in, Todd, we made more
very,
available.
very cool.
We appreciate it.
All right. Well, Doug, it was great meeting you.
Pleasure.
Brian, it was nice meeting you. He was on camera tonight. He's the one who set this up. And Deacon, Brian, Doug's 10-year-old son.
Yep.
Thanks for coming in. And thank you for the chicken from Lee's.
Absolutely, our pleasure.
I love Lee's.
Thank
It's
you.
been a while since I've had Lee's, but I'm going to dig into some of this. All right, folks, have a great Wednesday night. We'll be back here tomorrow night, just after 5 o'clock. Don't forget, you can get the live stream and watch it back on Facebook and YouTube, and the podcast at eveningedgetodd.com and all your other favorite podcast platforms, and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Have a great Wednesday night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow just after 5 here on the Evening Edge.
Adios, cowboy.
I'm saying it's over. I'm afraid that's all there is, my friend.
Mediocre evening.
Could have been worse.
That's it. Show's over.
Well, that was exhausting.
No more fun, no refunds.
Good night, Todd.
All right, folks on the live stream, thanks for watching tonight, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Be safe out there. Enjoy this nice evening.